more can I say?
Top Billin.
Ooh-wee, Top Billin. What did I tell you about that boy CJ Stroud and them Ohio State Buckeyes? Look, there's not a team out there in the country that I like better than Ohio State this season. There are some that I like as much. Of course, you got to give mad props to the Georgia Bulldogs out there destroying people, not playing with his food, just running people off the field. Always got to like what Alabama is bringing to the table, especially when it can bring the type of offense that it can, right? Defense looking a little shaky there. However, they are playing some very sound teams there, and if you've seen against the Arkansas team, I think, nearly 700 yards of offense or over 700 yards of offense to a team who's top 30-something ranked defense, they can put them points on the board as well. But the Ohio State Buckeyes, is just something about this team with that man CJ Stroud. The same thing with Bryce Young, like I said before, when I did the CJ Stroud is incredible thing, and I had all these Buckeye fans come through talking about how they don't like CJ Stroud and how they want to see someone else play or something like that. Are you saying that now? Crickets. This kid is incredible, like I said before. I remarked that I like him better than Justin Fields as a pure quarterback. Justin Fields, better athlete, maybe obviously more tools from being a better athlete, big-ass arm, throws a great deep ball. CJ Stroud throws a great deep ball, but I love the fact that I love his ability to work all quadrants of the field. I like what Ryan Day is doing with him. Ryan Day will do player-specific scheming. The stuff with Dwayne Haskins didn't necessarily look like the stuff with Justin Fields, and the stuff with Justin Fields does not necessarily look like the stuff with CJ Stroud. A lot of opposite hash throws here, a lot of shit that I can straight take to the NFL. Hopefully he can take his ass to the Washington football team after next season's draft, not this coming one, next season's draft. I have to clarify for people who are not that bright. So this man, dude, look at this particular throw right here. This is the kind of stuff that I marvel at right here. It's gonna look like you're gonna have a clear out route right here on the backside. You're gonna have, obviously it will be Jackson Smith and Jigba right here sticking, running a stick, and then you have Garrett Wilson here running a curl. However, he works back towards the ball, right? Works back towards the ball to cut down on time and distance. And this is a throw off this man's back foot. A back foot throw from the opposite hash. Look at that. Back to the basket, play action fake. Oh, look at the product placement. Come on, look at my man Garrett Wilson, my boy Garrett Wilson right here, absolutely shaking people's jocks. Oh my God, he made a man fertilize himself. Look at that. He had to get on his knees and pray to Jesus that he does not have to see Garrett Wilson again, but he had to see him the rest of the day. Look at that man praying right there on all fours. Look at that, man. But look at this throw. Look at your boy right here. Back to the basket, play action fake. You have max protect, right? 7-man protect right here. He knows exactly where he wants to go with this. They want to either stick it or the outside is going to work back towards the ball. They got that synergy, and he's throwing this off of his back foot. He's not stepping into this throw. He's stepping away from it, and look at the ball cut the wind. Right? I know you dudes know about cutting the wind, but it's not the same type of cutting the wind. Look at oh my God, pitch perfect. Come on. You can't tell me Ohio State doesn't remind you of, well, at least those of you who've watched football for more than 2 years, right? I feel like some of you people came and watched football because of Conor McGregor. I feel like Conor McGregor puts everybody on the sport who's a casual fan. If you watched football way back in the day, this team reminds me of those old Steve Spurrier teams, or at least that one that had that receiver trio of Ike Hilliard, Riedel Anthony, and Jacquez Green. That's exactly what it reminds me of with Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave, and Jackson Smith and Jig. But then you got the signal caller and Danny Werfel, CJ Stroud there. They had other ancillary players, of course, the running back, Travion Henderson, maybe the best running back in the entire country. You got a guy like Jeremy Ruckert out there. The offensive line is bananas, nuts, and cashews. Ohio State is a team to be reckoned with. I'm here to tell you that now. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. 70% of my viewership, according to the stats here, are from non-subscribers. So people are lurking. People are pretending like they're not watching, but you can't get by the stats guys here at YouTube. So make sure you're subscribed, haters and lurkers alike, and make sure you're sharing this bad boy on social media and message boards. We have to get it popping like we always do, all right? Remember, I cannot show this full speed, so make sure you also send in that quality support, because I do not want a content ID claim, which I have gotten a couple of times here from showing plays full speed, and I have to feed my family, so it ain't that type of party. You're gonna get a new age smash concept here. Chris Olave on the inside fade here. Marvin Harrison Jr. on the curl. Front facing play action fake here. Bang. Now look at that. A little bit of a breach. I'm not sure what the breach was on. Was that actually on Travion Henderson here stepping up? No, Mayan Williams stepping up here. Breach. So he's staring down the gun barrel, and look at where this goes. Oh, my God. Look at that throw, man. He hits the pylon on him. Look, it's a wobbly duck because he can't step into it. He's throwing off his back foot, can't follow through. And then look at the late separation by Olave here with the over-the-shoulder catch, King Griffey style when he was in Cincinnati, at least when he wasn't hurt. Kenny Lofton style, whomever you want to use out there in Ohio. But this shit is hard. Man, that's the definition of throwing someone open. I hate that term, throwing someone open, because I think it's overused. And if you can't get open, more than likely you can't be thrown open. But look at this right here. He puts it to where he knows this guy can adjust to it because he's such a great receiver there. Over the shoulder. What? Come on. You can't tell me that is not pitch perfect. That would have been a play in the NFL. He got both feet in. What? Come on, man. This is some exciting shit to watch. If you're not excited, I don't know what to tell you, baby. Gotta love football. Straight from the West Coast playbook, under center and everything, going to Julian Fleming here on this in-breaking route. Going to pretty much get what amounts to slide protection. It's going to be a mission abort play action fake. Look like it's going to be a run here. And Ryan Day is just toying with people. Look at this. Nope. What? Come on. Too easy. Man, let's be real here. They made community pussy out of Michigan State's defense. That was a poor showing right after my man Mel Tucker signed that big-ass extension. And I ain't hear nothing about him signing that extension before the game. You had to believe he signed that shit after the first quarter. During the timeout, he was like, you guys wouldn't happen to have that contract on you over here, would you? I'll go ahead and sign it now. They was getting that ass smoked. But look at this. Back to the basket play action fake. Definitely has heavy elements to a run action to it, but it's a mission abort. He's not even thinking about handing that thing off. They're just sliding protection there. And look at this guy. He's extra influenced by the action of the offensive line. Everybody gets sucked up here. All he has to do is lob that bad boy to the back of the end zone. Throws it, right? Ease of throw. I love his throwing motion. I love the type of ball that he throws. He can put velocity on it, and he can also tailor it as well and slow down the RPMs on it. Very talented quarterback. Tendency breakers here. Now, if you see a set like this, usually with 12 personnel, and you got Garrett Wilson here. You got this reduced split, first and foremost, the stack formation. Get Garrett Wilson in jet motion. Looks like it's probably going to be your average zone play or something like that. But then you get a post right here, and they have to respect the run game so much with Travion Henderson is they caught up in a conflict of deployment. Let's check it out right here. Let's actually check it from this direction here. Look at that. Look at the heavy run action there. You have to respect it with how great they can run the football. And then look at this middle field close safety here. He does a great job of manipulating him by looking at Ruckert here, who looks like he could be running to the post. However, Ruckert stops on a deep curl here. And look, he's caught in a conflict of deployment right here. Right? He was thinking Ruckert was coming, so he's thinking about that. While you have Olave here, he got this dude spun like a dreidel, and he's running to the post right here, and that's all she wrote. Dude couldn't run with Olave if he wanted to anyway. Stroud puts it exactly where it needs to be. Bang! Another one hit in perfect stride down the field, just like his predecessor with those long balls right there. See it once again here, coming off that. climb the pocket. This time he can step into it. It's like the first one stepping into it that I've dissected here. Gets that bad boy launched. Ball in flight. Giving these dudes vertigo or whatever that shit is going over their head like that. Come on, man. Let's get it. Very similar action here. You're going to have a drive, post, and a curl all to the boundary. You have Travion Henderson here flaring out, widening the defense. Going to have that drive route by Smith and Jigba. Of course, the post route here by Chris Olave, and then the backside curl here by Jeremy Rucker. And look, this time they're working with split safeties, right? So they're working with a balanced shell, and they're still able to get this post, which is usually what you want to do to a balanced shell. But he did this by manipulating just enough to allow for that post route to develop. Check this out. Right here on the pull, empty set there. You can see him immediately start to the left, worrying about the widening of the defense. He just has to worry about this particular safety right here because it's running towards his area. And great job here of the hitch. And then that's when you have to put the velocity on it. He couldn't lollipop that one right there because the safety is sitting back there and he's sitting on it. And you see him, he starts to break to the ball as Stroud starts to launch. Got the cock and fire off. But this time he puts it on him and then puts it towards the back. And Olave is so great with those over-the-shoulder catchers. Gets it there just in time right there. Yet another touchdown. All right, last draw here. You want to try to be cute and make it like you're working a balanced shell, but then roll coverage at the snap. You know they have these coverage beaters to where I believe they can convert this depending on the leverage of the single or double high safety, just the shell in general. So looks like they may have converted what could have been a post just to a seam route and just let them run flat and get straight out over the cornerback. And that will be one Garrett Wilson, my boy. Reminds me of Terry Glenn. Look at this. Look them off. There's no way the safety will be able to roll coverage that far, especially from the depth that he was coming from, right? Trying to roll from that side of the field here. He slightly held him with his eyes at the beginning here. Love the mechanics right there. Keeping it tight to the vest, stepping through it, step all the way in through it. But you have that cock and fire motion here over the top, launching that bad boy. Definitely a much better delivery than Justin Fields, in my opinion. He had that elongated delivery. I like this cock and fire delivery there. Hits Garrett Wilson running straight 9 down the field there. Let's check it from this side right here. You can see how in the hell is this damn safety going to be able to get way over there. Look at that. Not a chance. Not a chance, especially if you put it right on him. Now, if this were being ran to the post, he could possibly get over there. But nope. You can see it right here coming. This is pretty much just one-on-one. Get 9 down the field. Put it right on him. Garrett Wilson over the shoulder grab as well. Toying with these boys, man. It's not really even nothing to go into. This was like 7-on-7. I was remarking about that with a coach and buddy of mine, my big bro, Coach K, and he was watching and he was saying that this shit looked like 7-on-7. And to me, it didn't even look like 7-on-7. It was like a 7-on. It's like pass skeleton. It looks like pass skeleton out there. Like Michigan State wasn't even there. So they putting pass skelly on Michigan State. That's hard. But it's a whole nother ball of wax this coming week going against Michigan. I cannot wait to see those two teams lock up. I always love it when both those teams are good, and they're both really good this year. It's going to be dope to see them go against that Michigan pass rush, right, with Aiden Hutchinson and Ajabo. Ooh, man. So keep it locked right here, man. I may have something else on that game previewing it, maybe seeing what Michigan State or Michigan has been up to, and that should be pretty cool there. All right, but it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. As always, keep it locked. Thank you for those who send the quality support in. It really does help out the channel here. If you haven't done so already, make sure you do that. And with that being said, I am out. Peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.